We're here to define what a man is, right?
Responsibility creates struggle, struggle creates strength, and strength creates structure.
How many people care about what people think about them? Be honest.
As a man, you got to be able to protect not just yourself, but your family.
When we talk about being a man, it's your behaviors.
But I don't say any of this to brag. I don't say any of this to gloat my life up or I'm better than anybody.
I start crying. I'm like, why am I crying? And so what I realized was,
you put yourself in a target-rich environment. You are the only woman that paid for a ticket to come to this event.
if you're trying to teach your daughter to be around a certain man and you're not that man yourself, she gonna choose you.
Hey, let me not touch this nigga. He too clean. Where is that on you?
It's not on me.
It's not on you. The only reason why it's not on you is because you didn't choose it.
Find the women who can actually help you build. And here's some deep game for you. You don't have to have sex with all of them.
Since 2016, I've been following Lucario and Miles. Y'all changed my life. Followed by Uncle Ram. So ever since then, I've been getting a little bit of too much ass at times.
As you know, as a man, there's a balance to it. Your purpose and pussy. And the heavier your purpose.
Even if you lose the relationship, you don't lose yourself. And that's the most important part.
Click the link below and get your tickets to the Game Kings 2, The Definition of a Man seminar in Las Vegas, Nevada, Labor Day weekend, September 3rd, featuring Boss Mac Topsoil, Steve the Dean Williams, Mr. 1950, Afi Kingdom, King Dre, and hosted by Miles Cunningham and yours truly, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. So make sure you click the link below to get your tickets today. Still ain't getting women? Really? Come on, son. You need to go to badboymembership.com and step up your game. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I'm telling you that if you really want to attract beautiful women, you need to go to badboymembership.com. This is where you get 45 through 90-minute step-by-step dating advice tutorials every month. Just sign up, follow the advice, and you'll get the women you want. Go to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com. It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I want to tell you about my documentary, Game Kings, The Definition of Game, starring myself, the Boss Mac Topsoil, Rosebud, Ron Wills, Miles Cunningham, and much more. In this documentary, you're going to learn about confidence, manhood, attracting women, and the definition of the game. To get this documentary, go to MrLocario.com.
Some people think you need a sports car to get what you want. Some people think you need $1 million. Some people think you need looks, status. The only thing you need is what they can't get unless they come straight to you. And that's your identity. Join the Masculine Identity membership today. MasculineIdentityMembership.com. Masculine Identity Soap. This luxurious, quality, high lather, high moisturizing, all natural bar soap has been handcrafted with care and consistency to provide a quality cleansing experience for self-care, focus, and productivity. Specially formulated for cold showers. Stay clean, gentlemen. Masculine Identity Soap.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's popping? What's good, people? What's going on? What's going on? Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. Doing a sort of late night show. You know, it's a little late. You know what I'm saying, as I'm recording this. You feel me? But shout out to everybody in the chat, man, who we got up in here. Shout out to Out of the Mud, P. Wayne, Monogamous Player. Shout out to my lady April MC in the motherfucking building. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to, who else we got up in here? Shout out to my dude Joe Blast in the motherfucking building. We up in here. Shout out to Steve O Baby, CT, what's going on? Luis was popping. Victor, Kevinism was good. Shout out to, who else we got up in here that's rocking with us tonight? Oaktown's Finest, Olympus is in the building. So shout out to everybody, man. So today's show, man, I don't know how long it's going to be, but I wanted to talk about this. I titled this 5 Dating Fantasies Most Men Will Never Experience. Never. Okay? Never experience. Now, these things that I'm going to talk about, this isn't something that, guys who, or other guys won't experience, but most guys aren't going to experience this. You understand what I'm saying? Most dudes are not going to experience what I'm talking about here in today's show. And one of the main reasons why they're not going to experience these things is because they ain't got no fucking game. You understand what I'm saying? So most guys are not going to experience the shit because they don't have any game. You said the sound is low? Hold on. Why is the sound low? Hold on. Let me check the joint, the settings. Hold on. Test. The Rodecaster looks like it's on. Why is the let me see something. Can you guys hear me better now? Like, what's going on? I don't know why y'all are not hearing me. Okay, hold on. So you guys can hear the mic. You can hear me in the mic. Let me know if y'all can hear me in the mic. I'm speaking in the mic. I can hear myself really good. I'm good now. Everything's good. All right, cool. So yeah, I don't know why it was going low, but you can hear me now. Good. Okay, cool. Let's make that happen. All right. Good. So, because I want to get into this game, and then you guys can't hear me. You feel what I'm saying? So let's get into this, man. So this is 5 dating fantasies most men will never experience in real life. You feel what I'm saying? So I want to talk about the reason why most of these guys aren't going to experience this is because they don't have no fucking game. And see, guys, understand this: when your game is weak, there's a lot of shit that you're never going to experience, right? Because the things that I'm talking about, most of the stuff I'm going to talk about today, guys do experience this stuff. You understand? But it's only the guys who have game. Now, if you don't have game, it's going to be hard for you to experience these things. You feel what I'm saying? But we're going to get into this, right? So this is in no order of importance. I'm going to just go 1 through 5 and we're going to get this cracking, all right? So first thing we got on here, the first dating fantasy most men will never, experience in real life. And this first one goes for a lot of you guys who are getting older. So for you guys that are, in your late 30s, going on 40s and stuff like that, I know that the red pill and the internet loves to tell you or to teach you that, once you get older, it's going to be easier for you to get young chicks. So the first fantasy is dating hot younger women who are sexually attracted to you, okay? So that's the first fantasy that I'm going to talk about, where a lot of guys they think they're going to actually date hot younger women who are sexually attracted to them. So a lot of guys think once they get their money up, as they get older, right, that they're going to be able to date hot younger women who are sexually attracted to them. Now, what I want to tell you guys is that that's a bunch of bullshit. So let's say, for example, if you're, in your late 30s, early 40s, mid 40s, and you're like, oh, I'm going to get me a hot 19-year-old who just wants to fuck me off the strength of me, you're fooling yourself. It's not going to happen. Now, does this mean that older guys can't get younger women? No, of course not. What I said is dating hot younger women who are sexually attracted to you. Sexually attracted to you. You feel what I'm saying? So what happens is you have older guys who they fuck with women they get these girls, but the girls aren't with them because they're sexually attracted to them. They're with them because the guys are basically sugar daddies. The guys have money. The guys are either directly or indirectly paying for it. Now, are there some guys who are older who can get hot younger women? Of course, those guys have game. But most guys who are in their 30s, 40s, or whatever, thinking they're going to get this hot 19, 20-year-old who is just lusting after them and trying to have sex with them, most of that's not going to happen. You understand? So what happens is that if you are out there thinking that this is going to happen for you just because you're getting older, right? Because you always hear the thing, men age like fine wine, women age like milk, and all this other shit, right? So you're thinking that, oh, well, I'm getting older, so when I get older, I'm going to be able to get one of these hot, sexy, fucking, younger chicks. You feel what I'm saying? Hold on. See, now y'all confusing me in the chat. So now Leak is saying he can't hear the mic that good. Hold on. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys can hear the mic. I'm double checking all the shit. Everything looks like it's on. You feel what I'm saying? So I just want to make sure the mic is good before I keep going and all that other good shit. You feel what I'm saying? So you can hear me perfectly. Okay, so Leak, I don't know what's going on your side. You feel what I'm saying? They say they can hear me good. Right, so basically, like I said, if you guys are the type of guys who think that, oh, once I get older or I get my money up, I'm going to get these younger women who actually want me, you're fooling yourself. Now, most guys will say this. Most guys will say, well, Lucario, I don't really care as long as she's fucking me cool. But what I want you guys to understand is that, what I want you guys to understand is that you're not actually going to get women who desire you just because you got older. Because the truth be told, a lot of older guys don't take care of themselves. So they're older, but then they actually look older. You understand what I'm saying? Like, they look like they look like old men. They look like dads and shit. You feel what I'm saying? So what happens is that these guys don't really have sex appeal. So they're not sexually appealing. They're just using them for money. You understand what I'm saying? Because a lot of these older dudes, what they don't tell you is that they're basically tricking to an extent. Right? You're being on some sugar daddy shit, which is cool if you want to do that, but understand that's what you're doing. These women are not with you because they are actually into you. You understand what I'm saying? Now, again, like I said, if a guy has game and he's an older dude, right? And he, knows how to interact with women, then he can make that happen. But most dudes are not like that. So you're not going to be a guy who's in his 20s who don't got game, and then you never learn game. And then be a guy in his 30s you still don't know game, and then then you turn 40 and think all of a sudden magically women are going to want to fuck with you like that, and especially younger women. You understand what I'm saying? It's not going to go down. So you got to understand that, guys. So don't believe this fantasy they try to sell you on the internet. Like, man, as soon as you turn 45 and then you get your money up, chicks are going to be like crawling all over you. That's not how shit works. You feel what I'm saying? That's not the reality, right? So that's number one. Now let's move on to number two. The second dating fantasy, right, that most men will never experience in real life is having a threesome. Having a threesome. So most guys nowadays have a hard time just getting sex from a woman, right? So these guys are out here are not going to be getting threesomes. You understand what I'm saying? They want it, but they're not going to get it. See, it's one thing if you, let's say, for example, lucked up and was in some sort of situation where, like, shit just sort of happened. Let's say you were at like a house party or some shit with somebody you knew, and for some reason they had some women there, and then, you know, one thing led to another, and shit got, you know, just shit went down. But, you know, that's most likely not going to happen for you. Right? So if you're having trouble getting one woman to want to fuck you, how are you going to get a threesome? How are you going to pull that off? Right? So, and the thing is, in my program, the Bad Boys Guide to Dating, I have a bonus program called Step Up Your Dating Game, where I talk about how to get threesomes. But the average dude will never have a threesome. You understand? We'll never have it. Like, the only way that he'll probably have it is he would have to know somebody that knows somebody to like hook him up in like some sort of swinger situation or something like that. Or he'd have to find some way to pay for that shit. You understand? Other than that, he's not going to have it. Right? And so, again, guys who have game can make this type of shit happen. See, the things that I'm talking about today, except for like one thing that I'm get soon. I'm gonna get to soon. The things that I'm talking about, guys who have game can make this happen. They can pull this stuff off. But if you don't have game, shit ain't gonna happen for you. I'm just trying to tell you right now. So, and the reason why I do shows like this is because when you live in a fantasy world, what happens is that it stops you from actually trying to make real progress. Like I had a guy that one of my friend's brothers, he was this dude who, you know, he would hit me up and he'd be like, he would joke a lot. He'd be like, every time he see me, like, yo, Lucario, hook me up with a hot chick. Yo, I know you got all the women, hook me up with a hot chick. And this dude, he couldn't get a girl to save his life. I think at the time, around that time he was doing that, he was still a virgin and shit or whatever. But, you know, he thought that at any moment shit was gonna pop off for him. But he never actually put in any work. He never did anything. He never did anything to step up his game, so nothing ever happened for him. You understand what I'm saying? So so you gotta understand, you gotta have some fucking game in order to make this shit pop off. Hold on, what does it say? You said why do guys that don't have game still make it happen? Still make what happen? Still make what happen? Threesomes? Dude, if a dude don't have game, he ain't having no threesome. I'm telling you that right now. He's not getting no threesome. Tell me the scenario where a guy who don't have game is able to get a threesome. I'll wait. Tell me how he orchestrates that. I'll wait. You understand what I'm saying? I will wait. I'm ready to hear it. But yeah, he ain't gonna have no threesome though. It's not gonna go down, bro. So that's number 2. Now let's move on to number 3. Now this one is I think is one of the funniest shits. So the third dating fantasy most men will never experience in real life is having multiple girlfriends who only have sex with him while he has sex with other women. So a guy having multiple girlfriends who only has sex with him while he has sex with other women. Right? This is what you'll hear a lot of times on the internet when guys talk about or think about open relationships. They're like, well, I want to have, 2 or 3 girlfriends that are all just with me and I still get to fuck other girls on the side. It's not going to happen. I'm going to hit the button again. That's a fantasy that most men will never experience in real life. It's not going to happen. You see what I'm saying? Like the shit sounds nice. I understand. It sounds nice, but you are not going to have multiple girlfriends who are only fucking you and then you're fucking other women. It's not going to happen. Now, again, that can happen if you have game, but most of these niggas don't have game. Most of these dudes can't even get a girlfriend. You understand what I'm saying? So if you can't get a girlfriend, How are you going to have multiple girlfriends and then have it to where they all only want to fuck you, and then you have time to fuck around with other women at the same time? You understand? Oh, you're saying the button's not working? You're not hearing the buttons? Why are you not hearing the buttons? Am I bugging? Maybe there's something wrong with my system. I got to reboot it or something. I don't know. What's something's going on? They're saying the sound. They're saying the soundboard ain't working. Y'all can't hear it. Y'all can't hear none of this shit. Y'all can't hear none of that. Y'all can't hear none of this. Y'all can't hear none of that shit. God damn. So none of y'all hear the sound effects. Okay, well maybe the sound effects aren't working today. I don't know what's going on. Oh man, that sucks. Yeah, I probably got to reboot this shit or something. That's probably what it is. That's crazy. Well, as long as you can hear me speak, then we all good. You understand what I'm saying? As long as you hear me talking, then we're all good. I probably just got to reboot this shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, a lot of guys have this fantasy that they're going to have a bunch of girlfriends. All the girlfriends only want to fuck them. And then on top of that, they're also going to be having other side chicks they're fucking. You understand? What I'm telling motherfuckers is that's a bunch of bullshit. It's a bunch of bullshit. See, I did a whole show on this the other day where I was saying that, you know, a woman deciding to be with you and only have sex with you while you're fucking other women has to be something on her end that she just wants to do. There's nothing you can do and say to make her do it. She has to want to do it, which is why she'll do it. But the thing is, if you have game, what happens is that you'll be able to deal with multiple women, right? Because you know how to manage lots of different situations. But if you don't know how to manage those situations, if you don't know how to, for example, you know, if you're scared to approach women, you don't know how to seduce chicks, you don't have that sex appeal. How are you going to have multiple women who are only fucking with you? Because think about this: if a chick is only, if three women, let's say you have three girls, and they're only having sex with you, right? How do you manage the time to have sex with all three of them? Then on top of that, have sex with other women, right? To the point where all three of them are satisfied enough, or I should say, they're not only satisfied with the sex, but they're satisfied with the attention that they're getting just from you in order to not look elsewhere. You understand what I'm saying? See, this is what I was talking about on my show yesterday when I was talking about people looking at people in their relationships as fucking objects. See, guys who have this fantasy, they look at women as just objects, right? Because they never think, damn, well, maybe the girl that I'm with all these girls, maybe they're gonna want, you know, some other time if I'm not there. Maybe they're gonna want some other dick if I'm not available to give them dick. Maybe that's gonna happen. They don't think about that part. See, the only reason they don't think about that part because they don't actually think of the woman as a human being. So this is why they have the fantasy. You see what I'm saying? So that's number 3. Now let's move on to number 4. The fourth fantasy that we have here when it comes to, you know, that men will never experience in real life is having a girlfriend or wife with a low body count. Having a girlfriend or a wife with a low body count, right? See, let me break this down. So what most guys, they have this fantasy of, I want a woman who's got a damn near virgin, right? So I want it to where she's not fucking, you know, she don't have no bodies on her. right? So what happens is that guys have this sort of fantasy thinking they're going to be in a situation where they're able to wife up a chick, have a girlfriend, have a wife or whatever with a little body count. First of all, you can't find out what the body count is. That's first of all. So already that's, a bunch of bullshit. Now, what I want to say is this, when I talk about the body count, this is what guys have to understand. Most women, right? Because remember, whatever the high body count is subjective to each guy. But I'll just say this. Generally, from what I'm hearing, you understand? From most dudes, most women have a high body count. Because I hear guys say if a woman has more than two bodies, she has a high body count. Some guys may say if she has more than 10 bodies, she has a high body count. Right? Or something like that. So some guys will be like, oh, more than 5 is too much. Whatever, right? Now, let me explain something to you guys. Most women have a high body count. I really want to break this down for you guys. Most women, right, that you encounter have a high body count. Now, the reason why this is because, and I'll say this. Let me say this first, and I'll say the other part. The women who don't have a high body count, right? Let's say just for sake of argument, let's say women who have less than 3 bodies, right? Let's say over 3 is a high because this is what guys be thinking because they're idiots. But let's just say over 3 is a high body count, right? So the women who have a low body count is usually because they're already in a relationship right now with the guy that they have the low count with. Or these are women who have been in a long-term relationship and haven't cheated, and they probably just got out of that long-term relationship. Now, the reason why I say most women have a high body count is because most women that you meet, right, that you're trying to get with or that you're going to get with are single, right? So you're not going to get with them if they're not single because they're already with someone, but they're single, which means since they are single, on their pursuit of finding a man, guess what they're doing? They're fucking. Now, what you have to understand is that what confuses you guys or what makes you guys think women don't have a high body count, right, is that the way that women will try to talk to you about this or lie about this will make you think that, but also you have to understand, some women may have more than others, but it's just because they're doing it at a certain frequency. You understand? So you might have a woman who has this amount of bodies, then you have a woman who has this amount of bodies. But both the women have multiple bodies, but they just do it at a different frequency. Let me explain. So let's say, for example, let's say you have 3 women, right, who have been single for a year, right? You have 3 women who have been single for a year. One woman, for example, let's say she had sex with 1 new guy a month for a year. That means she had sex with 12 guys that year, right? Then let's say you have another one, the second woman, she had sex with 1 new guy every 2 months. So then she had, 6 guys in that year, right? Then you have the last woman who had sex with 1 guy every quarter. So that's 4 guys in a year. So you have 3 women, 1 had sex with 12 guys, 1 had sex with 6 guys, 1 had sex with 4 guys. All 3 of them had sex with multiple men, just at different paces. You see what I'm saying? So guys who have a fantasy about, oh, I want a woman with a low body count, man. I want a woman who ain't having no sex. It's like, bruh, stop living in a fantasy world, because women are out here having sex because they are grown-ass people who like sex, just like you. You understand what I'm saying? So guys have this fantasy that they're going to find this woman who's never been touched. You understand? They think that this is going to happen. And I'm like, yo, this is not reality. It's not reality. You understand? It's not reality, guys. You got to understand that. Now, let's move on to the last one. We're up to the last one right now. So, the last fantasy that most men will never experience in real life is hooking up with a dime the same day you meet her. Hooking up with a dime the same day you meet her. So a woman you would consider a dime physically, right? You don't really know this chick, so you don't really know her fully. But let's say just a dime physically. Someone you would think, oh, she's hot, so she's a baddie, whatever, right? Most dudes will never experience hooking up with a woman they would consider, you know, a 10 physically the same day they meet her. Not going to happen. See, in order for you to do that, you need some fucking game. It's not going to go down. You see what I mean? And so the thing is, guys who have game do that. They can make that happen. But guys who don't have game, they don't make that happen. You understand? Some dudes, truthfully, they've never been with a woman that they considered extremely sexually attractive. You understand? Most guys have never even been with a woman that, like, just in general, forget the first day hooking up with them. I'm talking about, there's a lot of guys out there who have never been on a date with a woman who they deemed an 8, 9, or a 10. You understand? Most guys haven't done that shit. You see what I'm saying? Much less hooked up with her. Most guys haven't even been on a goddamn date. You understand? So this question says, do you believe women have it easier in the dating game? They get approached by so many guys and they have to make a choice? No. Women, okay, guys, women do not have it easier in the dating game. Matter of fact, listen, I did a show about this the other day. Men have it way easier than women. Y'all don't even understand. Y'all don't even understand. Let me break it down to explain why men have it easier than women. Men have it easier than women, one, because we approach, they don't. You understand? We approach, they don't. So which means that you can choose who to approach and how many to approach. Women, on the other hand, have to take what they are given, meaning they have to choose based off of what comes at them. You understand? And there's other things I can talk about with that, but let me take this call real quick. All right, 2202, what's poppin'? Who this? Rob from DC, did you donate, my brother? No, you got to call back, and then you'll come call right back. All right, here we go. So another reason why men have it easier is because a man, see, okay, women, they get a lot of dick thrown at them. But if a woman wants a relationship, not easy for her to get a relationship. Yo, yesterday the phone line's not working too. God damn, nothing's working tonight. What the fuck is going on? Jesus Christ, what is going on here? Nothing is working? God fucking damn. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see. I'm going. I don't know what's going on today. Let me try this again. I don't know what's going on. I think I just have to reboot my whole system or something. They're not hearing nothing. Hold on. 202. You there? Okay. They saying they can't hear you. I'm gonna try to get you on my cell because I don't know what's going on tonight. My shit is acting real funny style. Can you guys can't hear him at all? You guys can't hear him? He's talking right now. Let me know if y'all can hear him. Yeah, they can't hear you. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna download the Skype on my phone and then I'll just play it on my phone. So give me like 2 minutes. All right. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck is going on today. This shit is wild. Like my whole shit is acting crazy today. Hold on, let me try to download the Skype on my phone real quick. I don't know what the fuck's going on today. Hold on. This shit wild right here. All right, let me download the Skype real quick. Let me download that and then see what we can do. But yeah, like I was saying, it's easy for men to get into a relationship. Women have to wait for niggas to choose them for a relationship. See, the reason why a lot of dudes feel like it's hard they feel like it's hard to get women, or they feel like it's easier for women, is because they're just thinking about the sex aspect and all the motherfuckers that's like, you know, thirsty to try to get sex from women and all that other shit. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Hold on. Let me see if I could do this on my phone. Shit, I probably can't even get this shit on my phone because I don't remember the goddamn joint. Let me try to open this Skype up again, and if it don't work, then it don't work. We just ain't gonna take no calls today. You know what I'm saying? I'll have to get them on the next one. All right, let me try to open Skype back up on my computer and see if it'll work. Yeah, I don't know what's going on today. I think this whole shit was like crazy today. Trying to reboot shit and all that other shit is not going down. All right, I'm trying to reopen Skype and then see if it'll work. Let me try to see if this shit'll work. All right, so try to call back up to Skype and see if it'll go down. And then we'll try to make that happen. All right, let me try that. All right, so I'm gonna open back up the Skype, try to call back, and we'll see if it works. If it don't, we'll just have to the next time. I don't know what's going on with my shit right now. All right. So we're gonna try one more time with 202. Okay, 202, can you hear me? Okay, can you guys hear him? Can you guys hear him? Let me know if y'all can hear him. If y'all can't hear him, then that's it. If they can't hear you, we're gonna have to. All right, let me know in the chat if y'all can hear him. Can y'all hear him? Nope. Nah, they said they can't hear you, bro. They can't hear you. So this is what I'm gonna do, bro. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get you on the next show because the Skype is acting funny style today. So I'm gonna have to just get you on the next show, all right? All right, bro. Appreciate it. Yeah, man. All right, so the Skype's not working. The sound effects ain't working. The whole shit ain't working. You see what I'm saying? The whole shit is not working tonight. I don't know what to tell you. I gotta reboot this whole shit. I don't know what's going on. But that's what happens sometimes, man. Is that the system got low interest? Hilarious. But yeah, a lot of guys think that that you know it's easier for women because they're thinking about the sex part. But even with that, it's not easier because remember, 90% of the niggas that's trying to fuck the women don't want to fuck they don't want to fuck those guys. And then when they do find a guy they want to fuck, they're like, okay, well, he's good to fuck, but he's not really good for relationship. because he's just a fuck boy. You know, it is what it is. Then when he find a guy who could be a relationship material, right? He might be lacking in the sexual attraction department. You feel what I'm saying? So it just is what it is, man. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it goes. That's part of the, you know, that's part of the thing. Let me see what this says. You said, whose girl am I going to steal next weekend at Game Kings? Oh, yeah, the Game Kings seminar is basically, you know, next weekend and shit, right? Shit, it's coming up soon. And guys, remember, get your live stream tickets because they're going to be closing down the live stream tickets soon. You know what I'm saying? So don't try to wait at the last minute, because if you wait at the last minute, you might try to get it and it's not going to be available. You see what I'm saying? And then you're going to miss out on certain things with the seminar, because when we put it together and put it out, we might have to cut out certain things because it might be too long to, you know, to basically show the whole thing. But if you get this, if you get the tickets for the, what you call it, you get the tickets for the seminar, the live stream tickets, you'll be able to see the whole thing, right? And you get to see the halftime show with Grand Cam, right? Because, you know, they're going to be filming all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what we're going to do. But guys, I'm about to wrap this shit up because the fucking phone lines ain't working. And, you know, we ain't got no more questions and shit. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm about to wrap this up. So tomorrow, me and Miles are going to be doing the Tuesday show. I mean, not Tuesday show, the Friday show at 4:15. And then Sunday, we're going to have the Real Game No Theory show. Then we're going to have Saturday, I'm going to do my show. And then I think Miles and K-Zagan is going to do the Manhood as a skill set show. And then we're going to get that shit cracking. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, let me see. I got one more question here. It says, is taking a woman out on a date at times not practical, knowing she'll likely smash someone else for less? Well, again, listen, if you're taking a woman out, right, you shouldn't be, okay, this is the thing. Stop thinking about taking a woman on a date in regards to sex. Because based off your question, what you're saying is, you're saying, well, you know, because she had sex for someone for less, you're saying you're taking her out just to get to sex. So if you just want to have sex with her. Don't take her out. You see what I'm saying? So you shouldn't be thinking about tying that into sex. Right? Now, if you take a girl out, the vibe is cool, you have a good time and you want to hit it, and she wants to make it happen, then cool, do what you do. But the sex, I should say this. Don't go on a date expecting sex. If sex happens, cool. But don't go on a date expecting sex. You see what I'm saying? Because then you're going to be disappointed if the sex don't happen. Right? Now, if you want sex, right, but you don't want to go on dates, don't go on dates. Just have sex. Tell the girl, hey, I want to hook up. I don't want to go on no dates. Let's just do this. But if you're going on dates to get sex, you're going to be disappointing yourself a lot of times. You see what I'm saying? So you want to make sure that, you know, think about what you want. If you're looking at this girl and you're like, man, I want to smash, but I don't feel like going out and taking her out nowhere. I just want to do that, then do that. If you see a chick and you say, you know what? I'm trying to go out Friday night. You know, I want some female company. Yeah, come through and meet me at this bar and let's make it happen. You see what I'm saying? You said you thought the date was used to seduce her. No, the date is not to seduce the woman. The date is to feel a woman out. It's not really to seduce her. You see what I'm saying? It's not to seduce her. Now, you can seduce a woman on a date, but you're not taking a woman on a date to seduce her to try to get sex. You see what I'm saying? See, the date is to feel a woman out to see if this is a woman you actually want to continue dealing with. That's what you guys have to understand. That's the point of the date. The date is to see is this a girl I want to keep seeing or not. Now, if in your mind you see a woman, or you match with a girl in an app, or you see her at a party, or you holler at a girl in the street, and you say to yourself, "Yo, I fucked the shit out this girl, but she ain't really the type of girl I want to, do anything with. She don't seem like the type of chick that I really want to fuck with like that, right?" Then don't go on no dates. Just fuck her. Like, for example, for me, like I'm totally not attracted, or I should say this. I can see a hood rat chick and be like, yo, she got a nice body. I'll fuck the shit out of her. But I would never want to date her. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I would never want to actually, like, hang out with her, talk to her, and do it. No, I'm not trying to do all of that. We could, get it in real quick, but that's it. You see what I'm saying? That's it. Right? Because I don't need to take that woman on a date because I'm not trying to feel her out. I'm not trying to see what the vibe is. You feel what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about that. I only want to hit it. I only want to smash once. You understand? Maybe twice and then keep it moving. Because a chick who's a hood rat is not my type. You feel what I'm saying? And truth be told, a lot of the hood rats I wouldn't even smash like that. But I'm just using it as an example to say I already know I don't want to do anything beyond just fucking this woman. Right? Now, on the flip side, if you meet another chick and you say, okay, well, yeah, this chick seemed like the type that, I would want to continue to see if she's on point. Okay, cool. Let's go get a drink and let's see what the vibe is. That's what it's about. You see what I'm saying? Let me see. You said, how did you and Boss Man cross paths? He's like the uncle at the barbecue that beats your ass in dominoes but gives you game at the same time. Now, Boss Mac is a legend. Boss Mac been on YouTube spitting game forever, bro. Before I was even doing this shit. So that's because I used to watch Boss Mac videos back in the day. Shout out to Boss Mac. You know what I'm saying? Because Boss Mac be spitting that fire. You feel what I'm saying? It says, should you ask out a woman you started talking to on the same day? Yeah, what do you mean? You mean should you ask her out to go what, on a date or something that you met her on the same day? So you're saying if I meet a girl tomorrow at 1 p.m., should I say, hey, let's go out later tonight? Like, what is that what you're saying? You know what I mean? If that's the case, yeah, you could do that. Ain't nothing wrong with that shit. So you said, do you think women have ego? Do you think women having egos is a natural thing, or do you think them having egos is due to all the simping for them? I think it's mainly to have an ego and unnatural for women. I mean, well, everybody got the ego. You feel what I'm saying? So, but the thing is, when women, when it's a situation where guys are simping all the time and fucking they get used to that, right? That can give them a false sense of importance. So sometimes when you're trying to holler at her, she might think you're just another simp, even though you may not be. So a lot of times you're dealing with women based on them being gassed up by a bunch of simps. You understand what I'm saying? Which puts a sort of like a barrier in the situation. Whereas, that barrier wouldn't be there if she wasn't so used to guys kissing her ass. So now you try to holler at her. She expects or feels like you should do the same as the other guys. And then she has to recognize you're not the other guys. Do you feel what I'm saying? So, that's what it is. You saying, can I approach a woman by saying, if you wanted to talk to me, young lady, all you had to do was holler at me? You say, I mean, you can say whatever the hell you want, bro. Yeah, you can say that shit. That's what I would call it's more of an unorthodox approach. You're just randomly going up and saying that, yeah. And then just get into a conversation like that. You'll be good. You'll be good. You feel what I mean? But But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. I'm about to wrap this shit up and all that good stuff. And guys, make sure you go get them Vegas tickets, the seminar tickets, ASAP. You understand? The Game King seminar is coming up soon. You feel me? And yeah, man, I'll holler at you guys tomorrow. Actually, later today because it's already, after midnight. So we're going to have the Friday show, 4:15. Make sure you guys are there. And make sure you guys go to badboymembership.com. Make sure you guys go to masculineidentitymembership.com and join the memberships. And yeah, man, that's pretty much it, people. And I will holler at y'all later. And remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. I'm out.
Shorty's feeling me, it be like that. I say hello when she say hi back. I'm on the right track. I give it to her, then say I'll be right back. You be chasing them, I'm replacing them, making them make the face when I'm smashing you, having dates with them. They do what I say, you be saving them, you be hating because I'm that nigga, I have my way with them. Check my record, I never been a hater. I don't wanna, but nigga, you could date her. I say hi, bye, and see you later. But she steer me up and down like an escalator. 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 She steer me up and down like an escalator. All these bitches, they be wanting my time. She be wanting to fuck when I'm wanting to grind. You tell a hoe to stay, cause you wanting the dime. I tell a hoe to go, I don't wanna be kind. She's excited just off the sight of me, smiling when she says hi, but be crying when she says bye to me. Yes, sir. She be wildin' when she be with you because you are an official and nigga, you ain't as fly as me. Check my record, I never been a hater. I don't wanna, but nigga, you could date her. I say hi, bye, and see you later. But she steer me up and down like an escalator. 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 She steer me up and down like an escalator. She just want me to blow her back out. She just wants you to put the stack out. Niggas thinking they put the Mac down, but they disrespect the game and put the Mac down. Y'all be hating when she be choosing up. Y'all be acting like losers, ashamed when niggas that do the fuck. You could be a nigga she playing or be a nigga with game. There's a difference to what she do with us. Check my record, I never been a hater. I don't wanna, but nigga, you could date her. I say hi, bye, and see you later. But she steer me up and down like an escalator. Up and down like an escalator. Up and down like an escalator. Up and down like an escalator.